NIR Media, the future of entertainment.
What's up? I'm making. Yeah. Yes. Studio Sessions, Season 3, Episode 2. The guest today is Mfo'Ka Nzaka. I'm just Boo. Boo Rwanda.
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm just feeling excited and overwhelmed.
Yeah, because before ndiri the interview, these days you're no busy blind.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm busy venturing into my own thing because I'm a gospel artist.
Yeah.
So everything is not easy, man. It's not easy. So me being busy, I have rehearsals as in like 24/7, man. I don't know how to explain it, but it's hectic. It's hectic. I have rehearsals Friday. I have rehearsals. Friday is 2 groups.
Okay.
And then another group on Saturday. Yeah, another group is from Tabancho, and then another one's from Bloemfontein.
Okay.
So I have a busy schedule, and then I'm planning on actually making a show.
Okay.
After the Easter holidays and stuff like that. Yeah, making my own show whereby maybe I'll feature artists from Bloemfontein that have helped me in my upbringing when it comes to music.
Yeah. No, okay.
So that's what I'm currently busy with. So apart from that, I'm busy. People are coming wanting to record and stuff like that.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
So it's that whole kind of vibe.
So, what's I practicing a record or mix for master?
Yeah, when I'm not actually practicing, which I doubt, but that the mastering and mixing, I always do it at night.
Okay.
It's very difficult for me to do it during the day because I'm always busy.
Yeah.
So coming from everything, I'd say I do it, at night, and then during the day, artists do come, and then we record and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Just a quick background story. It's village Buya since high school. And wait,
my matric, I matriculated 2017. But
2017?
Yeah, you matriculated before me.
Yeah.
Matriculated before me. So you were always this quiet guy at school. I didn't understand. This guy always quiet, working alone, that whole vibe. Man. But that's life, man. I figured out, when growing up, you come to understand that life is about being alone. It's not about having too many friends, Having to rely on a person can really weigh on you. Because of when that person is not around you, you get to be alone, and then you're like, shit, man, I need this guy. Whereby when you are alone, you get used to being alone. And then you know that, I depend on myself. If I don't stand up and do it, no one is going to do it for me. It's the same as if I were to make a situation with people who vibe. They know that, this weekend I want to go vibe.
Yeah.
So Monday I have to go to work. No matter what, I have to stand up and go to work so that I can get the money. And, I have to go vibe. I feel like it's a relevant example because of each and every person lives that way. Like majority of the people. So if you don't get up and do it for yourself, no one is going to do it for you. So that's what I learned from you, that, man, do things alone. That way you're going to be successful. Yeah.
Nah, Mari. Pagiri. Who's going to go on?
Yeah.
You need help. Here and there, you need help.
Yeah, honestly saying, I do. But the problem with people who will help you is that in the music industry, people will not help you for free. That's the problem. And as much as you might have support structure from parents and everything financially,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, you you know that if I were to ask such a person to help me, that person is gonna ask, am I gonna get compensated or not? So that's why I decided that, you know what, I'd rather do this alone with people who are willing to help me. Because of what, every time when I sing, the people who back me up, they're not there for the money. They want to sing. They understand that, okay, Shapi's is an upcoming artist. He doesn't have much. But as soon as he has much, we know that, he's going to give us, because of the little that I have. I do try to give them, say, 100 rand to 200, stuff like that. So getting help from people is difficult. It's difficult. Very difficult. You have your big artists, you'd go to someone and ask for something simple, you know. You ask help in terms of mixing and mastering. You get that your mixing and mastering, it's okay. But you don't want it to be okay. You want it to be perfect. You just ask like a simple producer, hey man, like what can I do? That person will go around and around. They'll even send you to Lesotho. Just so that you don't get the same thing that they have. That's how difficult it is getting help. So many people who have made it in life, one thing I've realized about them is that they are alone. They don't ask help from anyone. They just ask help from people who are willing to help. So that's why I feel like maybe one day I'll be whereby I beg. I even have a cousin. I don't want to mention names because of he's famous, so I don't want to mention his name. But him being my cousin, he you know, he sits with big people. That's how big he is, big artist. So him being my cousin, I was expecting him to call me and say, hey Muna, you know, come this side, Joe. Because he's in Joburg. He first was an electrical engineer, so started there and then building up music wise. He once played for Semito. He once featured with Kabza the Small. He's in Piano Hub as we speak. So I was expecting a call for Esbu. Go fit. But it didn't happen. So if your family can't assist you, who can assist you? Your own family. They feel that Esbu, man, we can hear Esbu is good. But nah, man. Despite the genre, despite what type of music you're doing, at the end of the day, we need help from we need to help each other. But people will never help. I once sang the Intabancho with the group called Youth Ablaze. There's the group I'm always thankful for because of that. The group, there are people who introduced me thoroughly to the gospel industry. So we sang with the likes of the and then Lebus Khubela, you know, Busi and everything. There's a question that popped that, man, if this guy can sing so good, why can't those other guys take him? And then my answer to them was that if you see that someone is better than you, there's no way that you're gonna take that person. There's no way in. If you feel that I'm singing now and then someone comes and does it better than you, because of we are people, we always envy. We always have jealousy. We always have this kind of bad vibes, and those bad vibes you don't expect those bad vibes from gospel artists. Because of we live in the Bible, and obviously in the Bible there's no jealousy, but you get that a person, you can go to auditions. I can promise you can kill that audition. You can murder the audition, but for the mere fact that they know that once I put this guy in the studio. He's going to be better than me. And the attention is going to be driven away from me and going to that specific person. So in this journey of music, I feel like if you're not doing it for yourself, just stop. If you're doing it for money, if you're doing it for fame, you must just stop. If no one likes your music, if you like it, then why does it matter? If you want another person to like your music, it's as simple as you saying that you want to be famous or you want money, basically. Because of, I believe personally, gospel artists, I believe we're doing it for the Lord. If not for him, then why? Because of when we sing about him. Everything that we're doing, you are ministering. That's what I believe. So if you're not doing it for him, then why? Because of the Bible says that he is self-righteous. He takes himself away from himself. He doesn't praise himself. We are supposed to praise him. So if we praise him, then why all of a sudden when our feature, you want everything, fame, the money, you know, girls. You even get that. I don't want to lie to you. I'm not gonna mention names because at the end of the day, you know, these things you might think that man, it's small.
Yeah.
But because of you mentioned the name, social media is a big platform. If you mention a name, where you know what? You go to court. Yeah, I've seen a gospel artist drink, dog. Like this is the depth of it. I've seen a gospel artist drink. If you call yourself a gospel artist and you are willing to perform in a tavern, how is that? How is that relevant to gospel? That's why in the gospel industry, music it's far-fetched from healing people. The olden music, you'd say that in the olden days when you go to a gospel show, you know that people are gonna get healed there. You know, people are gonna get ministered to. People are gonna get deliverance. You know, but right now it's very difficult. You even get on gospel posters, a gospel poster B.O.B. on a gospel poster there, B.O.B. But how can you do such? You're going to sing for people who are intoxicated. It's quite obvious those people are not gonna be delivered, are not gonna be helped and stuff like that. So the gospel industry as it is, very difficult, man. And it's difficult because of God he's driving himself away from us because of he can see that people are starting to do things for the wrong reasons. Some people are not singing gospel music for the right reasons for him. They're singing it because of they feel like it's an easy target. I can that side I just sing Sefelanyana, Kaspiti, and everything flows. So people they always go for that route end. Somewhere along the line they fail. When they get to they fail because of from the beginning they didn't go into the gospel industry because of the right motives. Went in because of the wrong motives. Yeah.
Oh. You know what? Didn't expect that. For a start.
Yeah, man.
Okay. Now, what I could do
Yeah.
From the beginning, what I mean?
I'd say I was born into a gospel or a musical family because of my father owned he had a choir. So the church that he was attending, now we used to go to rehearsals with him, you know. You'd go with him and then just sing, you know. That's when people were like, hey man, this guy has a voice. No man, this is like this is talent. It's not just a voice in church. And then, you know, they would attend concerts and stuff like that. We would go with him and then would sing. I can remember this time when it actually hit. You know what? This guy actually has a voice. I was 12 years, if not 13. Yeah, 13. I was 13. We were at a concert. So my father's choir was singing with this choir from Batabelo, Matsidiso. So after they were singing there, I think it was an hour before the concert ended. And then my father was like, nah, man. He used to hear me sing while I was working.
Okay.
There's this song that I used to sing, Omohau Amudimo. It was just me just singing. And then he was like, at the concert, you know that when you want someone to sing, you have to render a certain amount of money. So he put 50 rands on the table. And then he was like, nah, man, I want my son to sing. And then I stood up. And then it just went out. Upon it going out, at 13 years at that time, and I think 200 was a lot of money. People came and then they started giving me money. I can remember I just closed my eyes and then tears just went. And then after singing, I looked at my dad. He was also crying. That's when it hit that this is your direction. no matter you good. I play sports. I play sports. I was like when we were talking about high school. High school, I was playing rugby. I was that guy. Upon me playing sports, there was never a time whereby I was like, man, I'm gonna focus on this, but neglect music.
Yeah.
I know that for me, in fact, I can do both of them, but my full attention, I'm not gonna lie, it's within music, because everything for me comes easily. So the journey where it started, I'd say that's where it started, where I got, that conscious that, you know what, this is where you're going. With going forward, man, high school choir, started singing in the choir, started singing in the Saskia competitions, having to read music. That's when I was in grade 10.
Okay.
I started going to music on for keyboard classes.
Okay.
Going for keyboard classes, and then after that, they say that after matric you become confused. You have to become confused. There's no way that you're gonna flourish just like that. I can't recall the last person that I've heard that said they studied street 4 years for a certain course. God. It's either you study that 4 years and then you change.
Yep.
And then you do the course that you like.
Dog.
Always. So after that, it was like I diverted away from the whole music. And then I studied civil engineering. I struggled, dog. I struggled a lot. And then 2 years back, that's when I was like, man, it's high time for me to go back the music thing. And then that's when I went to PES Media, man. That's when I went to PES Media as a media school. That's when I started studying music,
Yeah.
So in June this year, I'll be a qualified.
Okay.
I'll be a qualified producer, holding my certificate, because they say that's what talks, man.
Yeah.
Honestly saying, in this industry, if you don't have that, it's gonna be very difficult for people to hire you. You don't have a name, you don't know a cousin of a cousin or something. You know how it works. You don't know anything, but you want to, you don't even have qualification.
Yeah.
But you still, there's no other way, man. I have to. You can know the basics of people. We now know a difference between a MacBook and the Windows. I didn't know the difference. Honestly, say before I went to school, I didn't know the difference. I thought, man, these things are the same. Only to find out that man, a Mac is stronger than this. That's why it's expensive and stuff like that. So I'm thankful for the journey. Honestly, saying, I'm thankful for the journey, and I believe that I'm still yet to know more. So hopefully lawyer not able to show maybe I get a show, because I think it's a civic theater.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's a civic theater. So hopefully able to lawyer now, it's gonna be a first show. So I'm not a person who believes that if it's a first show, it's not supposed to be big.
Okay.
Nah. Even on Sunday I be na happy. So it's not gonna be an issue of me saying that the first show, no 20 be sharp of I'm going big, and I'm gonna go all out. Financial wise, whatever, I'm gonna go out all out. I want, after this show, I want the sponsors to jump in, man. I want people to jump in and say that, hey man, we saw that you're doing something good, so how about we jump in and try to assist here and there.
Talking about going to school, the school that you go into now, PES.
Yeah.
A lot of great artists and producers come from there. Who's this guy?
A lot, man. A lot. But like I said, like mentioning names, man, sometimes you get to you get to have a difficult time. Yeah, Cassisit. From there, who produces for Stino and Twin. So a lot, man. There's this even producer who produced what's this Pentap group? Isaac and the Mighty Messengers. The producer who produced their latest album, I heard that is from PES. Yeah, that's what I heard. But there's this good producer, man. This white guy. He's very, 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 very low key. Very low key. But he produced for a lot of big artists, Double HP. For a lot of big artists. So PES Media is a very strong school. I'm not gonna lie. It's a very practical school rather than theory. So which is also good in terms of you having to hold a wire. It's very difficult if you don't know what's a jag? If someone says to you, hey, man, bring me a jag.
Yeah.
But you've only read about it.
Yeah.
You've never actually come to have to touch it, you know. Come to have to feel this is a jag and I have to, you know. You have to like why it is A2 and stuff like that. So I feel like past media is strong when it comes to that. You know, everything is practical. When they tell you that you're gonna write a test, you're not gonna write a test with your pen and paper. No, you're doing it practically. They're gonna put a keyboard there. You're gonna press. If they tell you that C major, you know, D minor, you have to know exactly where is that. If they tell you that give us a minor scale, you're gonna have to know tone, semitone, tone, and everything. If they say major scale, you're gonna have to know it. You're gonna have to press it. If you don't press it, you fail. Yeah. So everything about it is practicalized, and that's what I love about it, man. And they also give you a nice opportunity in terms of, you know, having to record at school because at school there are studios. So yeah, man, I don't wanna give them advertisement. Free advertisement. Yeah, but honestly saying past media is a nice school. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a
yeah.
Was it the first time you were serious about this music thing? I think I was in first or second year.
Yeah.
PMV. Pioneers, yeah.
Pioneers.
Yeah, pioneers.
That story, man. That story is one story that hits hard, you know.
Yeah.
Majida, like I always say, you know, the gospel thing. The gospel industry is hard. People think that it's easy and it's hard. Majida started diverting away from the whole point of singing.
Okay.
Yeah, so like I said, we used to like around town. We would sing.
Yeah.
You know, Mikael, like we weren't scared. We'll just stand there and sing. You know, people will throw in money, you know, 5 rands, 10 rands and stuff like that. So with that happening, now when people become exposed to money, that's when they change. But like, you know, there's money involved. And I come to believe that money changes a lot of people. If you don't know how to control money, money is going to control you. So that's when, after having to fight, that's when I distanced myself away from the group because of I myself started the group.
Okay.
It's me who started the group, everything, the name, financially, everything, like literally everything that has to do with the group. It was started by me. It's as simple as that. So I was like, no man, pioneers, you know when you say that a pioneer is a very strong name.
Yeah.
So pioneers made voices, man. And then I just left the group because of they were starting not to listen, not to attend rehearsals, you know. It's that kind of thing of boasting. You know.
Yeah.
And we're not even halfway there.
Okay.
We're not even there. We just took one step. And we have like 100,000 steps to take. We just took one step. And then you feel like, because of this, you know, little bit of success, And then we started like recording and stuff like that. And then they were like, man, you know, it's them. And then, I just decided to leave. And then that's when everything just shut down. But I heard that they're still singing now. So hopefully maybe they'll come to the studio. I don't know. Maybe hopefully they'll come. But obviously I'm not going to sing. It's just another story. It's way too personal for me to say that I'm going to sing with these guys. Obviously now I have my own thing. So yeah. Yeah, man.
So,
yeah, they're still using the name, Pioneers. They're still using the name. But obviously they're not exposed as I am. You know, when the group started, it started from, I'd say, a disadvantaged area.
Okay.
Phase 3, basically. Yeah, in Bloemfontein, phase 3. And then there's an area next to phase 3, Khozo. It was shacks and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
So the guys that I sang with is those guys. You know, I wasn't that kind of a person that says that, I'm going to take people from, urban areas and stuff like that. No. If you can sing, man.
Yeah.
And they showed, at first when it started, they showed that, we're serious about this.
Yeah.
Why we sang and stuff like that. So, trying to help and stuff like that, it became a burden because I did everything alone. So I was the only person who was exposed to media.
Oh, okay.
So they weren't that exposed. I was exposed to media to a sense that I knew that in order for Facebook, when you have a page, in order for your post to be seen by a lot of people, you have to pay.
Yeah.
And they didn't understand that. They were like, corner. Post a fail but what we born? I was like, dude, you have 5,000 friends on Facebook. Your posts get literally 500 out of 5,000 people. 500. So with them now being existent, I feel like they can't, flourish like before because of they're not still exposed to that media side. And things are getting worse right now because of each and every person on Facebook, WhatsApp and stuff like that. So I feel like how no babana on Facebook as much as you used to.
Yeah.
But low poster they don't post like I used to. Leading body poster body advertising body need it again. Okay. So that's why at that time people would I'm not paying this. But now basically it's a poster, I sit down, give Spanish lady. It's a lot of work to and it's a lot of dedication for like do a poster.
Yeah.
Create a video 30 seconds, so that it's a lot of work. So from the side, but yeah, I think maybe in maybe one day, future, I don't know. Yeah. 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 Motewa TVET College Choir. I was singing for Motewa TVET College Choir from 2018. And then 2019. 2019. And then I left last year.
Okay.
So now I'm singing for CUT Choir.
Okay.
Central University of Technology. Now people will ask that you're supposed to be focusing on, studio and stuff like that. Yeah. If you wanna be famous. Like I said, I'm not doing this for fame. I'm just doing this because I love to sing. That's what I love to do. Now, Moteo, hey man, there are a lot of issues, man. There are a lot of issues. My main worry or my main, I don't know how to put it, but black people have a problem, Joe.
With what?
Black people have a problem. I got an opportunity to live around white people and black people.
Yeah.
Black people have a problem. White people, they know that they're not stuck to one norm, basically.
Yeah.
They make things work. They have discipline. They know what they want. And a white person doesn't screw over another white person.
Yep.
It's very difficult to see that. Now I'm a gospel artist. Whatever that I see, the way it is, I have to tell it the way it is.
Okay.
Black people screw over other black people. The largest popularity in South Africa is the black people.
Yeah.
The poorest is the black people. When you get to sit down with white people, we would have conversations like, "Yo, dog, I'm going to my father's farm. I'm going to work." And that conversation was like in Grand Como. It was like under 16, playing rugby.
Oh, yeah.
You get to meet people like white people from Greek college, advantaged people.
Yeah.
They would tell you that, hey man, I might seem advantaged, but I'm not advantaged because of my parents or stuff like that. I work for everything that I have. My parents give me an opportunity. Now, black people parents, you will never hear that, dog. From black people's parents, they don't trust their children when they're in grade 10. And then you get a white parent who gives his or her child a car at grade 10 to go to school. That's a simple example. That's how white people teach their children responsibility. A child will tell you that I'm going to a farm. I know. A white child will tell you that I know after my parents die, I'm going to inherit that. A black child will never tell you that. There's a reason why black children are as broken as they are. because of parents. I'm not gonna lie. Our parents, they feel as if like we are growing up on their behalf, or they are parents to us on our behalf. They feel as if like they want to live our life for us, and honestly saying, it's not gonna happen. The time when they were growing up is not the same as now. That's what I always tell even my parents, that the time that you guys were growing up is not the same as now. That's what white people got, that the time that children are growing now is not the same as before. That's why you get that, for an example, typical example, black parents will tell you that well, and then you get that white people, they never gave their children hidings. Even in the past, they never gave their children hidings. But Corona no. That's why Basile so no. It's because of the society itself. The society itself from the top. Everything that happens at the top affects about what class. You get, that's why children don't have dreams no. Children dream no about no. Bana. There's a video that was trending. Yeah, Banaba grade 5. But we were happy. They were smoking happily, sitting in the park. So you can imagine one early grade 5, cool, happily parky. Now, when you're a black child and then you come to realize that I go apply for a job, I have qualification, but I don't get that specific job. How are you supposed to prosper? What are you gonna say to yourself? It's draining as it is. Black people, like black people are honestly destroying each other within the choir. That's like, it's that dangerous. If you get to check your Sasuke competitions and your NCF competitions and your Lekma competitions, Hakma competitions, we sing Rabina da. No, you should ask yourself a question. Why Okhona Hunkua another learner to go to CUT Kabazar ya cricket? But also Hunkua another learner to go to CUT Kabazar ya kwai. Cricket and choir, the extramural activity, deliberate. They all like deliberate did fall under art. So why? Hosa Hunkua another learner for Remona, since you're ubina rauta for like you're excelling dog. Cloak as UT so that you can build the choir.
Yeah.
Hakma competitions, you see, it's like waste of money, dog. Because of everything it's being held by black people. That's why it's waste of money. We go to competition, we're gonna rehearse for 5 months. Radio competition. You rehearse 5 months for peanuts paid. Like that's how wasteful it is. Le rehearse month 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Month 6, the competition in lobby. And if the competition in lobby, paid only 2 songs, dog. For 4 minutes.
The
group you get your vow, you get your Gauteng choristas. Dingata. I think because the section the 3, ne?
Okay.
Get your large, standard, and then development, D3. So each and every standard in a little group that I think a standard section the query woman 1918, and then ka large I think 9 or 10, and then ka development take it. So it's a lot of choirs. You get given the same songs. You get to choose or now, but you understand, yeah. Do re mi fa sol la ti do. So Raya. Now my question is, why can't it be that these people see that, okay, from Moteo for an example, Moteo there's this guy who was singing solo, he's good. Why can't that specific people say that and say USA to go study music? We like there are a lot of people who can sing, dog. They've been singing. You get your this group, what's this? Belcanto Voices. It's an old group from Bloemfontein. A lot of people know it. It was good. Like in Shapabad. It was good. It was conducted by Memangat. It was good. Now the group died. Why couldn't people say, okay, Shap, let's save this group? Why couldn't people say that let's take all these people who are singing there, Balo study at USA. Like why? Music as it is. Because of Rabatwa and the choral music is South Africa is dominated by black people.
Yeah.
Because of dominated by Batwa. Cool. Re tlo dula re bina of caliber to fall. Le bana ba rona. They're still gonna come. Ba bina competition is it. Without any why? But if you were to go like cricket, because of it's white people there, I can Wadala you good. They're gonna say Adaman Ramunka. They take you and you're gonna go places. That's how it is. Talent shouldn't be how can I put it? Also, talent I feel like it should be the same. You should weigh a person at Alang cricket the same as the person at Alang rugby. The person at Alang rugby the same as Moto Abi Nalang Kwairi. You know, at the end of the day, talent is talent. So it's because of that same. Now honestly saying, I felt as if like, okay, sharp, here we've been doing the same thing over and over. It becomes boring though. It becomes boring. Every day. Kidi camp, long rehearsals and stuff like that, you know. What's about pina ka hloho. Ntse tsa no to pele then o betsa bo kenya mantsi, you know. It's a long process. But if it was done the right way, if this whole music thing from high school, bana ba rata music, ba tseba music, a person who knows this, ko motho a tseba scale, a hlamana o fitla go wena nketsetse si into scale sa C. Motho se yetsa, you know, without a doubt. Motho a tseba go bala le diba on a paper. Motho a tseba go bala for okay sharp. This specific song it's on this key. If from the beginning bana betsa jolo, I can promise re sa tlo hloka 5 months to practice for competition or one. If bana betsa jolo. If khoira go fela bana ba teng ba tseba bala music, you gonna o tlo nga khwedi dog. You gonna take 1 month pina eo bana ba itseba ga competition re lo bina. If in a further go ya pele. So a lot of people ba qetela ba nyahama on the way because of their like man. Music. Na se ke for fun. Una batho a person o mothatsa ba go bina. O utlwa lona for motho no tseba bina ba bolela va music ke hobby. I've started taking it as a hobby, and which is wrong. It's not supposed to be a hobby. It's supposed to be something along. How fetsa o bina. Ha re di competition. O botse ba for discount to di tenda. You know, what's I have to give it my all. Discount to di teng. Le nna ke batla scout to ya USA. Ke lo study music. Imagine o ka ba mona tlo ya USA lo study ntho e rata. Like you get to sing the whole day. Like that's your subject. You sing. Wabina ke subject now. The whole day. The whole term, the whole year. You get just on ntho e rata. Not kwena lo etsa ntho. What's this? Economics. But you are a singer dog. Always economics, you lo pressure ka dibuka, you know. Get into way it's a lot of stress, man. So hence I feel like now I have no faith whatsoever in black people, and there will never be a time whereby I have faith in black people, because mutomo taka ujikela at any time. I even I got to work. Ne? There was a restaurant that I was working at. The manager of that restaurant was black, a lady. I got to experience that. You know what? Black people are actually cruel. Now these restaurants that in Bloemfontein, there are 4 restaurants of this type of restaurants, but they're in different places. When we went to another branch, it was white people. When you get into the kitchen, you could feel that man, the environment is nice. You know, it's that restaurant where you just order, you get your food now. Yeah. You don't wait. You know, you order, you get your food now. Now you have to understand, with you ordering and getting your food now, what happens in the kitchen? Obviously, in the kitchen is, you know, why you are kitchen? Get to Ospan, I understand. But when you go back to your restaurant, like we were exploited in terms of you get to do 3 people's job, but you are 1 person getting paid for 1 person. That's when I saw that. You know what? Hi, but what I call. But when I park, I fail or slide. I forget. How commission to maintenance. You get to go to maintenance. Drag I feel like a maintenance. Taula. No, I'm done. You know, my work is done because of they'll tell you I'll go in the kitchen. You go work in the kitchen. That's how hectic it was, because of it was held by black people. White people are people who are cautious, man. They're cautious in terms of what's this? They're cautious in terms of PPPs, you know, when you do your what's this, electrical engineering and civil and stuff like that, there are these things we call hazards. They are cautious. They know that if this specific person works in the fridge and goes to work at the stove, I mean, it's common sense.
Yeah.
If ki sebetsa ka fridge mbeke ya stove ke tlo kula because of kimchi, so I understand. They would say that, okay, sharp, let's hire 2 people. We're going to hire 1 person to work there at the stove. We're going to hire 1 person to work in the fridge. Simba 2 hours. That's how it is. You get to at the same time. That's how, like, I see the whole everything from Moteo, me going to COT and everything. But one thing that I know is that black people will always be black people. Once you get a position, you forget about quote one day, you forget. There's people always say that, I know there's this saying, don't forget where you're coming from. Doesn't exist. Once I know that I can promise you, even if my secretary is black, it don't like no other business. You know, this is me. It's boo now, and there's nothing that you can do about it. That's how, like, I feel black people, man. Sometimes I tend to sit down and then I was like, hey, if only I was white, hell, I wouldn't be here, dog. If I was white, I can promise you, I wouldn't be here. I think a lot of opportunities would have come. Maybe a lot of things would have changed, you know. It's rare that you'd see a homeless white person. Yes, there are homeless white people. I'm not saying that there are no homeless. There are homeless white people, but you see more black people instead of white people. You see more black people instead of white people. That's how far it has came. But no matter what, man, we have to get used to it. There's nothing that we can do about it. That's how it is. This is the world that we live in. This is the world that we choose for ourselves. That's why when the man, this white president, actually, the one who changed apartheid. That president. That's why he apology that, you know, he apologized for the apartheid and stuff like that, you know. But he knows. Come on, dog. He knows it. At the bottom of his heart, what's Nzaka? Yeah. Black people. Yeah, he knows. Look at what the world has come to. Look at it, man. Like, I feel like the world is ending. We've come to a point where it's load shedding. How did we get to a point that it's load shedding? And how did we get to a point whereby South Africa owes another country money? Like a country owes another country money. We get to borrow money from other countries. How did we get to that situation? Sometimes people must tend, like, regular fights and ask ourselves the question in the for how did we get to a point whereby mate, dog? I personally believe that if you are a president of a country, you should know that you should be educated enough to know that I should take this into how can I put it? You should know that at the end of the day, Mejians are fail. Now, as a president, if you know that Mejians are fail, what are you gonna do after that to ensure that Mejians fail? You should know that electricity is not fail. As a president, what are you doing to ensure that electricity is not fail in a country? But load shedding, next week Eastern Cape, you know. Dog. Even data, dog. Data. Data patalang. It's expensive. It's expensive. And in other countries they don't pay for data. In China they don't pay for data. Haba patali data. But I'm afela kiri Wi-Fi whole. Data is mahala. It's free. Konaka hi 1 gig, you know, 100 rand at telecom, 100 rand. You know, it's that kind of a country that we live in, that kind of a world that we live in. That's why people from South Africa, your Trevor Noah, your Black Coffee, they went overseas. They experienced the overseas life. They were like, I can't. I'm not going back there. there's no way that I'm going back there. People overseas, they cut costs. Ha ba sa tsamaya ka dikoloi no. Ba tsamaya ka bicycle. You know. But South Africa, black person, I'm talking to them like bicycle, or like when I do my bicycle. So it's no use as one person trying to change the world. What are you gonna do? You succeed again. Will tell you, your friend will tell you straight for him. If my father na charity, you know, when and then you have good pure intentions that man, you know, let me try to change the world, you know, stuff. Street for Assad. That's how black people talk. Street for you know. But at the end of the day, one thing that people don't understand, going back to the whole gospel thing, at the end of the day, people don't understand that this, like, flesh, man. So flesh is gonna, at the end of the day, you're gonna die. This world, it's not a place where you're gonna stay forever. There's an eternal place. It is said that everything that has a start has an end. Now you have to ask necessary questions of where am I gonna end? At the end of the day, where am I gonna end? You're gonna die. You should also ask yourself, and talk about how guy. You must ask. Just sit down and ask. Okay, Shab, when people die, where do they go? I always hear about afterlife. That, what is it gonna be like? We always hear, you know, some people will say it's stories by the Bible. There are people who say that they used to reveal. Not you believe. That's the world that we live in. People are, but by inject other things into other people's minds. You know, you might get that you're a strong believer in God, but because of matter how it's not a believer. That's your typical black people. So why am I gonna just want to wine? Why eat? So how you understand? And at the same time, you get an argument. People say that the Bible says your body is the temple of Christ. It's a whole argument and stuff like that. Now what I believe is that the way you live is the way you're gonna live in the after. Because of I believe that people are given an opportunity, you know, to redeem yourself. You're given an opportunity to try to change, to try to see how can you, you know, live your life to please God. And no one is perfect. That's what I like about the whole Christianity thing. No one is perfect. And there's never been a time whereby God said that you are supposed to be perfect. How no. All you have to do is try. All you have to do is try and show genuineness that, you know what, I'm trying to change and I am going to change. God already is only 50%. God will do the other 50%. With that being said, with the way people live, honestly saying, I don't see a future, man, for this country. I honestly don't see a future for this country. And in all honesty, I feel like the world is coming to an end because God himself doesn't see a future for this world. Imagine it's 2022. If we carry on the same way we are carrying on right now, what's going to happen, man, in 10 years? Everything has changed from 2010 to 2020. It was the World Cup 2010. We were happy and everything. So you can imagine how things escalated from 2010 to 2020. So imagine from 2020 to 2030 how things are going to be. People are always saying that they're going to be flying cars. Flying cars from where? Hi. Play draw already.
The group Pioneers Me Voices, ne?
Yeah.
In diese guy.
Album.
Yeah, the guy.
Album
The
the first album we recorded Fortune.
Okay.
Fortune was this producer of history.
Okay.
And then the second album we NIR.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah. So it was 2 albums, man. But then the one in Karing eating on social platforms is the second album. Yeah, eating. I think I know eating like Android. Chubidi.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Now your solo career, ne?
Yeah.
Can I give you album? That one. On your shirt. Can I give?
Oh, this. Yeah, it's me, dog. It's me. This is me, and then your classical piano. Yeah, but this is me.
Yeah.
And wherever you see this shirt, that's just know that. Yeah, that's his. Hey, wherever you see it, just know that that's it. Because of there are a lot of people who have bought the shirts and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So it's close people, friends and stuff like that. They bought the shirts, even people who like it. Like ordered the shirt and then I just give them. So if you see a person wearing this, you should just remember Mfo'Ka Nzaka. Yeah, that's me.
Okay.
Yeah. So the solo career, man. It's difficult because of I do everything on my own. Man. I don't have a what's this producer and then I say that Kabina. I'm both.
Yeah.
I'm a producer / artist.
Yeah.
I'm a producer / artist / writer. Everything that I do, everything music that it's me. The designs that I do, the posters that I do, it's me. Everything.
Correct.
Everything. It's not about. It's not a matter of me. Originally, what's this? A manager and stuff like that. No, I don't have a manager, and frankly, I'm not looking for one. I'm like sharp. I'm doing good. Like 2 days time goes off.
Yeah.
It's better to rip myself off rather than to get ripped off by another person. Man, we hear stories, man. Ambitious ripped off, MT. Kid died in the thing. It's there on social media, so there's no way that we can't talk about it. There are certain things that we like. This one, but you get to see and experience. Like man, I don't care. Even if it takes 20 years or whatever, me to get to where I have. I don't care. At the end of the day, I'll be there. Like I said, it's not about the fame. It's not about getting to be known and getting bobanana. Fame comes with a lot of pressure, dog. Fame comes with a lot of pressure. You get to do decisions. Now, let me, I always ask people this question. If they say that fame, for gospel artists is easy, the Bible goes against this. What's this? Being a harlot. Now, when you're married, you're not supposed to venture into other families and stuff like that. But if fame is an issue that much when it comes to gospel artists, why Benjamin do with different mothers?
Okay. Negative. Like it's the first time I hear this.
But what was but dog? It's different mothers. That's how fame comes with a lot of pressure. Dog, you can be famous to a point where you cannot go to the mall because of how late the mall. People are going. Yes, if you become famous, you're gonna make a lot of bad decisions. But what when banza for Kesha is a gospel artist. Girls are gonna come for her. But it's a when a street. Oh, that's breeding, But so avoiding the hidden man, how avoid a fame, you get to avoid a lot of disappointments, a lot of rash decisions, a lot of bad decisions, man. So in this career, man, I'd say I'm doing my own hustle, I'm doing my own thing. Whatever that makes me happy. As soon as you light the monitor, as soon as you record and I just listen. If for me it's fine, man. There are a lot of people who are getting used to my music. Even my friends, people who are close to me, don't listen to my music. People who know that Boo is actually good at what he does, they don't listen to my music. I personally believe it has to do with a lot of jealousy, but I'm content with that. Give out to man. Like they're supposed to feel that way. At the end of the day, a person has feelings. My music, people who don't know me, people who don't even know that this guy, like Abinanda. There's this song, Binaya. It's a house track. Yeah, Piki Mabela.
Oh.
That song, when I released the song, I was driving a cab. Now, every time when I'm driving, aux cable, music. I play my own music. I'm not gonna play someone else's music unless I'm feeling like okay, sharp, this, I play my own music. When that song came, this girl, I don't wanna say it's me because if I knew the moment I been again, she's gonna be like, I always say it's not even gonna search it. I was like, I'm not searching for Nzaka. She was like, how like I'll send it. I sent her the song, she listened to it, and then she started following me. The time when I can remember it was Kasun. She was like, hey dog, why didn't you tell me that go and open a. I was like, if I had told you, you weren't gonna take me serious enough to know that to go to YouTube and actually search, Yeah. So for the mere fact that you searched it and you know me, you are like, okay, Sharp, this guy is actually good. That's how you get to know artists. If you know that, let's say next door, I don't know that guy maybe can sing. If he can sing, and then I hear the song, this song is nice, man. But I don't know it's him. It's nice. And then I keep on meeting up with him. Sharp. And then it comes to a point whereby the man will look for it. That's when I'm gonna be like, because we're in denial of the fact that people around us can do great things. We're in denial that as people are in denial. So my career, man, it's coming. It's coming, and it's coming with a bang. Yeah. It's slowly but surely. But one thing I can tell you, the minute it blossoms, man. I'm planting. I'm planting, There will be time for me to reap. And that time, when it comes, it's going to be something big.
Okay. Yeah. Like I was saying, yeah,
it's me, man.
Yeah,
for Nzaka.
No. This is a project.
The project how?
No. You had an album.
Yeah.
With a project.
An album with the project, man. It was called In the Presence.
I think the alpha of music.
Yeah, the alpha of music. It's what I put here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was what I put here. But when I did in his presence, I did it with everything, This being in it and
Okay. So that was the first project.
Yeah. That was the first project. That was the first project, and then last year I released my second album. Yeah, so people are always, man, a third album, we're waiting, dog. There are those people. I don't want to lie, dog.
Yeah.
But it's unbelievable to think, people are on album like in your life. Yeah. People will be like, Yeah. People will be like, man, pinela house, man, I won't send it, like, fulleril, So I get to sit down and say, man, I have to, better everything. I can't, because one thing that I know, my second album is better than my first album. That one I know. So I can't say second album and then third album, I see the same as the second album. No. I want this one to be big. That's why I told you that I'm going for a show. I want to release everything, like the album should be based on that show.
Okay.
So the album should be based on the show. I can't be here doing same thing. And I think maybe from now on going onwards, it's gonna be shows. There are no more albums. It's just gonna be shows because of people don't even buy albums. How bad the albums are? If you search Mfo'Ka Nzaka, you'll get them. Spotify, Apple Music, everywhere you'll get them. The album is there. I think one song is about 8 rand or 7 rand, if I'm not mistaken. People don't buy it. No one will Apple Music, whereby on YouTube I can stream, And obviously when they stream, people don't understand that those streaming services, the royalties, they don't come to us. At the end of the day, they go to your MTN, Vodacom, and stuff like that. They don't come to us. Even when you go to Tubidi and download the song, the data, when it's supposed to be converted into money, it doesn't come to us. People don't understand that in you for man, you get like Majidala Bakabata, wow. But it is what it is. There's no other way, man. That's why it's just gonna be shows you appealing. If you battle, hey, Mfo'Ka Nzaka, you're just gonna have to come to the show. I don't get it. Apart from that, I'll just go live on Facebook and yeah.
You know what? Kila khula into your streaming.
Yeah.
I got your first album here.
My first album was motivated by the upbringing that, the gospel upbringing, and it was just me basically my history, how I grew up, like I said, talking a little dodana, so bo madodana se we'd go to the shows, so my first album, it was me that thing that I grew up in a choral environment. That's how it is, we would like sometimes na Aisa Banaba school, So Aisa Banaba school, he would we would sing, dog. We would sing like even when we're taking trips from Bloemfontein to Tabanchu. In the car we would sing. The whole family would sing. Don't care whether you can sing or not. Like that's how it used to be, you understand? So the album, it was based on that thing. This is me. When I say the God that I know, I know the God. There's no other God that I know. I know that God for Keshap when it's gospel music. That's why Obinas fail from beginning till the end. If it has 7 verses, 5 or whatever, I can sing it. I give me the chorus. Normally I give me the chorus. Give me fail like from beginning till the end. That's how Ngati. Yeah.
Okay. Now, your second album.
My second album, I'd say, it's me getting to see new things. I got to now. There's a difference between when you say pioneers male voices and when you say Amadodana Sewesel. You understand? Yes, it's both male choirs. Yeah. It's male. But the singing arrangement is not the same. So my second album, it was me saying that this is this, and I started introducing the keyboard. That's when I started. I think I have like 5 songs or 6 that have this the accompaniment, and then the others it's just vocals. At the end of the day, that's what I am about. I feel like instruments are starting to overpower the voice, and artists no longer have a voice. Everything is instrumental now. If you listen to your house tracks, people now focus on instruments. If you listen to your old house tracks, they were like only the message within the track, you understand. But now that the piano and stuff like that, there's no message, man. It's just Rabina, and people are always singing about the same thing. It's the same thing. It's either money, it's either love, it's either badim, amadros and stuff like that. People are singing about the same thing, and the beat, it's the same. You get your lock drum, you get your bass, that strong and stuff like that. So instruments are overpowering the voice. People get to a point whereby they can't do anything without instruments. People it's very difficult for me to I say pina from the beginning till the end without backtrack. I don't send a backtrack game No, dog, what do you have in your mind? That's what I always ask people who come about students. What do you have in your mind? Tell me something that's in your mind so that rins and practicalize it to global smart. Every time something gets into try a pill. Now as a producer, we don't have the same vision. Get off at track and then we get we pinala and then it doesn't gel, man. It doesn't quite gel. So that's why it's very important for it. You must so artists no longer have a voice, man. That's what I hear my album, Pinateo, they have instruments, Parising instrument is they don't have like instrument, keyboard or first keys, second keys, third keys, drums, bass, lead guitar, synth. It's a lot of things, man. Man doesn't have a lot of things. What I pride myself in is about being as natural as possible. That's what I want. It's high time that we went back to the old music, the way things used to be happening. If not, we're gonna end up instrument. I can promise you. That's why people say that there's an argument between Batumama piano and deep house.
Oh.
Yeah, they like to say that Ama piano originated from deep house. They like to say that. We're going there. Deep house. Deep house is just instrument. There's no vocals, it's instrument. We're gonna get to that point where we just listen to instrument. So you can imagine going to a show like it's the same as a jazz show. A jazz show, you go there, people are playing. A person who's shining obviously is the person who's playing the first keys. He's the one that's shining. We're gonna get to that point where music you fella. I'm not going to die.
Kan toda. Grato opilel.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a single. That one is a single. It's a single that I had an argument with my mom, and then she was like, "No, man, it's an album. Take that single and put it album." So now the problem is that Haneki released it as a single.
Okay.
Released it 2 days before Kita Feta the whole album, and then she was like, "No, man, let's go fail."
Yeah.
So Jarata Opelela, it was the name of the it turned into a name of it was supposed to be a single, but it turned into the name of the album. I think the album has 13 tracks, if I'm not mistaken, 13 or 14, the second album.
Yeah.
So,
I think it's 13.
Yeah, 13. I think it's 13. So I think even when I'm doing the show, I'm gonna Kilo 16, man. 16 or 17.
Oh, 16, okay.
I'm gonna sing maybe 16 or 17 songs, but to balance it and make it, accordingly, I think it's gonna be 18 or 20. And obviously all of those songs because of it's my show after all. Man, I've come a long way, man. I've come a long way. So it's gonna be big, man. It's gonna be big, honestly say.
That album on Apple Music, one song fail. It was the whole album on YouTube. Yeah.
I think it has something to do with DistroKid. Okay. I don't know what happened. Honestly, I don't know what happened. DistroKid again, but everything it's there, man. Because on Apple Music, I share, but the whole album is there. Keep in one. I'll check it. I'll check it and see if ever. But that's like the weirdest part because of it's on YouTube.
Yeah.
But then on other streaming platforms is not there. But I'll check. I'll fix it.
Okay. Piggy Mabelan. Wait. You produced it? Yeah, man. I produced Piggy Mabelan. Man. No, man. This boo. Leave it in a corner.
Yeah, man. I mean, you learn.
Wow.
I can't be singing like the whole day. But must 8 hours, 6 hours, and getting to do 21. It's gonna drain you. It's gonna drain you. So I venture into other things. And then I was like, I was like, let me try it. And then it worked, man. It worked. So now what's weird. What's weird is that there's another that song. Cousin Waka aware that. Eamon, are you aware that Piggy? I don't know Piggy.
Cousin to this guy. One to ambitious.
I am
empty.
It's empty. It's not empty.
But he has a song.
Yeah, yes, but it's not that.
Okay,
It's not empty. So that Piggy Babylon, when it came out, My cousin was like, hey man, are you aware that Piki Piki Mabela it came out like after yours? I was like, dog, what are you trying to say? I was like, no man, what if this guy took your concept and then used it? I was like, we'll never know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. This guy been a Piki Piki Mabela. But it's famous. That one is famous.
Okay.
Yeah, that one is that one is famous. So I was like, okay, sharp. Let me do this. And then I did it. And then it was like, wow. And then I was like, okay, sharp, I'm gonna do the second one. And then I did the second one. Dombolo, and then
yeah, Dombolo is nice.
Yeah. And then I was like, man. But and then I came back, I was like, whoa, Saflet. Skyflet, dog. You're gonna end up so wait, really. Piano, dog. Corner, dog. No, man.
Maybe EP 5-6 songs piano nyan.
Dog. Honestly saying, it's hell. You're gonna get lost in that, man. I'm gonna get lost, you know. That's why I feel like comfortable doing what I know and you know what I'm best at. That way, a lot of pressure doesn't come. No joke and so if I'm sleeping on so I'm playing Bina. The first thing include Bina learn it's called music. That's what I know. Maybe the Luanga Gamoto say I'm Bina. I feel like the first thing I do Bina learn it drum, you know, that whole kind of vibe. So maybe here and there can get about the EP, you know, piano wise and stuff like that. But man, I doubt you happily.
Dog. Give me 5-6 songs fella. Who can fail man?
Maybe dog. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, who knows? Maybe get yet and maybe I won't. But get la bone. Get la bone.
Yo yanto the Dombolo. He won somewhere else on connecting this platform. Hear this?
Yeah.
He won it now. I wanna YouTube.
You know, they didn't say Ogadi Grava. Like simply, what I Google it. I've once tried it. Cassette, like Cassette Mfo'Ka Nzaka. Like Diasaya. Now, it's different platforms. India is different platforms. It's like they're trying to expose the platforms they doing. Obviously, people know about Spotify.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So that I feel like they're trying to expose other streaming platforms. So, but it's happening like the most is Facebook. Facebook, you can never go wrong. I mean, into YouTube.
YouTube,
you can never go wrong with YouTube, man. Everything is there. Everything is there. Of mine is there. Okay, yeah, man. Even the videos, man. Music videos.
Into. Hey. Idombolo into. Itemo.
YouTube. Yeah, I think, yeah. It is on YouTube, Dombo. It is on YouTube. If I'm not mistaken. Because we get to we trust internet blind to a point where, you know, even when the distributors distribute the music, you know. Sometimes things go wrong.
Yeah, they do.
Sometimes things go wrong. I mean, it's not here, man. It's only the album.
Lead single CD.
Yeah, lead single CD. It's not here. But it was here, man. I'll check it.
Yeah.
I'll check out 19.
Last month, 28, when's the live show there on Facebook?
It was, you can say live show, and then I had technical problems and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I postponed it for the following day, and then at 29.
Okay.
Yeah, and it got a lot of response, man. It got a lot of positive response. I think the highest I've went, like Batobashe Lang, you know, my life. I think it's about 30 people.
30?
It's about 30.
That alone, eh?
Yeah, they the problem is the eater dog. The problem is like I always see. The eater dog.
Dog.
It's difficult for someone to say that ntho ke bonenne batho ba rata ditaba dog batho ha ba shebelle bo music ba bona bo music they don't ba tlo shebella music bo mamma nga go ya live ba lo shebella they're not gonna do that. Go to Instagram and check lele me fela like ditaba ba Instagram mamma o lo bua ka mamma dog ya bolela motho lo fete mamma k views o bona le na ba tshela ba shebeletse batho ba shebeletse ke go gata ditaba dog then it's necessary to tshwantse di support di support motho a utlwa fara khona is bua re tla mmona la ema. But it's not about, like I said, ho batla ho bonwa and stuff like that. The small circle that I have, I feel like it's enough for me. But while ba willing on shebella ba nchebelle, still fine with me, man. As long as I enjoy music, like I should look at batho ba theta, I don't care. At the end of the day, ke tla be ke binne. What's important to me, man, is about standing on, like whoever staging, ho bo bina. That's important to me, dog. Khale ke binela batho ba bikinyana, khale ke binela batho ba ma 10. Binela batho ba ma 5. So if muthaga tla ona ba tla go tlo binela batho ba ma 30, it's actually a bonus. Bonus because of I've been men khale ke bina dog. Khale ke bina ke I think occupy batho ba ma 2000 e bina ke reke. Batho ba ma 2000 khale ke bina yo bina le bodin bo yone that re Mfo'Ka wa shida bo le busubelana ba le teng re bina da.
I think it was a week or 2 weeks ago when on Facebook when uploadile cover art ya Bamemeza njalo. Into your upcoming single.
It's my upcoming single. And I think it was end of February, man. Because of this is my month, ne? This is the month that I was born in.
Okay.
So I'm actually planning on releasing a few singles.
Okay.
Yeah. Hopefully. But on my birthday, maybe I might release something. I don't know. Feeling we don't even read only. That's the thing. Read only. You get to make a feelings. If you would release, you're gonna become relevant, and then you're gonna become boring. People are like it's boom, so it's about the feelings for what you're feeling at that time, man. Sometimes if you want to record a pina, I can record now. If I record a honey monadi Google for a chat. Hosana yetu, and then I was like, man, that song is whack. That thing. So you have to wait for Pina's appeal, and it's I know, man. Even after Boma Hui, do Pine monati. Not necessarily say, this is a hit. No. Man, opinion monati. This song is nice. So Bamemeza njalo, hell, it's nalubambo lwakho luhlukumeza njani na labantwana ubanikwe kusomandla bebhlungu njalo Bamemeza. So it's basically, man, kids are hurt, man. Kids are hurt, and they bantapini abone through other things. Bantapini abone through, kunala bana ba iloreng ba bantapini abone ka o gwa ka bana ba ba, bantapini abone ka plus by exposed to social media and stuff like that. But kids are messed up and hurt, man. Kids like lerato le rona ne really feel as appeal, I feel like kids now, they don't man, like lerato le la go ja papa ka le bese pele, and then you tlosa nama after, like that thing, man. Getting to sit down with your cousins and actually communicating. Your cousins telling you that emana gona sekolo so, kids now a kopana le cousin la sharp kana ka moreng phone, o bua le batho ba bang and stuff like that. No longer communicate, man. So I felt like that song being released, it's a cry for help, man. Cry for help. But I feel like a lot of artists, we crying for help, but the people that we crying for help for, they don't see the help necessary. But how help is necessary, people are just living, man. Life is bad, man. How difficult, dog. How difficult. Life is I just know that icon. It's hectic, man. So that single was based on that idea. Yeah.
Okay. Before we vibe, we got to pause in.
Yeah.
Just pause in. Oh yes. Before we paused, not over and total. Holemnyani as a gospel artist, especially in the Free State. What kind of challenges have you faced?
I think being young, being young comes with a lot of disrespect.
Okay.
When you are young, already people don't respect. Now, the challenges that I've faced is people not having faith in me. They will be like, man,
especially for gospel.
Yeah, especially for gospel. You know, people think that when you're a gospel artist, you're supposed to come this old guy.
Yeah.
Kamokaba, you know. Dog. I believe that God works in different ways and He uses different people. So, with everything that has been happening, man, the challenge about the gig, you know, when you're having to go to gigs, and then you submit your portfolio, and then people are like, age, God.
What?
What with a manga? You know, I can remember there was this show that I was supposed to go to. I submitted my portfolio. They didn't call me. So the person who hosted that show, Kampana show new. And then he came up to me, hi, based on like now I'm that type of a person when I gibina literally the whole crowd to just stand because of gibina you know. I think you can even see here. I don't play when I sing. This guy came up to me for I gonna be in a dog. No, then the next event I'll be there. I was like, dog, you blew me off.
Yeah.
Like he separated fully because of my age. I know. Like I know. That is the issue. That's why I want to mention the age. I was like, I know issue that in your this guy's what does he know about gospel music? And then you get that people that but you actually know more than them. They think that they know, but they actually know nothing, you know. So that's the challenges, man. Bobo being young, sometimes people will say, like transport, you know. I can remember this guy was like, him and I was like, dude, I know. Like, you telling me things still I know, kilo perform. It's a gospel event. If you all halina the instrument instrument you know, you hire instruments and stuff like that. I'm like, that's unnecessary things for you to tell me, you know. Like sometimes people envy because of Jabba smart. Then they're like, I don't mean that, man. You know, but you get that, man. Sometimes I don't get gigs because of I'm not good. I don't get gigs because of I'm good. People, but what about that? And you know, an opening act can't be wow more than the main act. So that's always the thing for the man. He might steal the show, man. If you call this guy, he might steal the show. What if he does steal the show? What then? We're gonna opt for another person. They opt for another person. I'm that person, you know. When I'm on stage, you don't know what's gonna happen. You will never know. For it, is it gonna be an issue of me, or what? I'm not the type of an artist. I wanna, you know, go in. At the end of the day, you communicate with people. You are nothing without those. You have to understand that you are nothing without those people. But if they decide that about that, like at the end of the day, you did what you're supposed to do. Yeah.
So into those challenges, kids are someone a Free State.
Yeah, it's Free State challenges. Yeah. Because I feel like if I were to like go outside, even if you have a outing, I don't think level wise I'd be here. I think I'd be at that level where I perform each and every weekend.
Yeah.
If you do like that. So the challenges take is a Free State, man. State Laben to men, art and culture first aid. They buy you chowing money. Chow money. They don't care. These people are supposed to buy the show. You want to talk the show, the artistic challenge. People don't care. Pekoffs is dying, dog. Pekoffs used to be one of those studios whereby artists from outside banaba perform la Pekoffs. When you get how the show ne di bada. Pekoffs is dying, man. Pekoffs is dying. No one ba rekiseta the artist in the studio. The studios at Pekoffs, they are selling them for the artist, but the artist. Pekoffs is no longer that same Pekoffs in the that is always busy, you know. Monday till Monday, kiddy dance, music, you know, piano, body in. It's a lot of things, but no J.I. It's dead, man. I don't know how to lie. It's dying. Actually, it's not dying. It's dead. Pekoffs is dead, man. What's this? Musicon is, you know, it's trying, man. It's trying, but Musicon can't do everything on its own. Can't do everything on its own. So these people, man, first stage challenges are difficult. That's why artists are going. That's why KB, when they asked him, where are you from? It's like from Bloemfontein. I mean, a lot of people know that he's from Bothaville.
Yeah.
From Bloemfontein because of he left. I would go for a Jatama. I do left Free State.
Yeah.
I was a DJ for a long time, but I'm not gonna stay here because of honestly saying there's nothing, man, that's happening. There's nothing. They're just gonna say to you, are you good, man? We performed for big artists, man. Clara performed la Tuso Mutaung. Ka event there Pellebusho. It was at what's this? I think it's a hotel next to Mimosa. President Hotel, I think.
Mimosa Proti.
Is it Protia?
Yeah. Proti.
Yeah. Sweet. Perform that. It was nice, man. It was nice. Kalibita wanawaka. Bita. Ay, man khala disappoint too. That's why you learn PMV that group. Ke tswa fair alone. That group. Khala re disappoint too for the longest time. Ke batho ba loreng, you know, ba re bona fra. There was this guy. Can't I forget? What's his name? This guy. This guy on a tepisa sporo le train. Talent show. Now we give it our all. In fact, now I feel like this one, I have the right to talk about it because of if he screwed us over, who knows who is gonna screw over again. Talent show, we gave it our all, man. Clear. Position 1. They were like, no, man, you're gonna record a single. Get a single. I don't know, man. But he's a artist who a rapper.
A rapper? Kwablom or
Kwablom. He's a local artist.
Yeah.
You're gonna record, guys. I'm excited to join studio. You know that old. Yeah, we're doing this. Yo, call it the guy. Hi, but next week. Okay, sharp. Call it the guy again next week. Hi, but you. We're just trying to organize inging. Sharp. From nowhere, the guy just kept quiet. Just like that. Kept quiet. We're like, okay, Sharp. At least he owed us an explanation to tell us what's going on. If he didn't have the money, but didn't have everything that has to do with whatever, maybe it was a whole lie. He could have just said, about it was a publicity stunt. He would have understood that, okay, Sharp, it was a publicity stunt. Sharp. But we had our hopes high, in fact, for like, a lot of people have disappointed us, man. Even me in general, as an artist, a lot of people have disappointed. You know, disappointment doesn't come only in big names. It comes with also people who can play, people who are going to be like, people who are good. Come the day, a person is nowhere to be. AWOL, dog. AWOL. What a mat, phone yellow, how fit yo, strike al side, you are motor. Yo. You understand? Those kind of things, man. People have disappointed me. So, but those things, I mean, I believe, because honestly, it's going to grow, man. Get to grow as an artist. At the end of the day, you're going to figure it out. You're going to get it and it's going to be.
Oh, what did you enjoy in the Central Music Awards?
Central Music Awards. I'm not sure if I'm aware of them. Because, no, I'm not.
or it's a Free State. There were it's will last year one. I think November, December. Late.
I said it's in the Ilanga State.
No.
Or Free Cosma.
No. That last year, Beijing to what the one is a water one.
Yeah.
But last week, they went to the nominees. Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, I'm not aware of it. Man. I'm not aware of it. But if you know, you have to be nominated by someone else. You can nominate yourself. If no one feels as if like I'm good enough for an award, there's nothing that I can do. There's nothing that I can do. When we went to Freeze Cosma, it's Gospel Awards. It's a Free State.
Okay.
Specifically Gospel Awards. And the Youth Ablaze from Tabanchu, we won. We got first position.
Okay.
And then we also performed there. So, if no one feels as if like, okay, sharp, let's actually nominate this guy. There's nothing that I can do, dog. I'm not going to tell you, Kappa, if you are my friend or something, I'll nominate again. No. If it doesn't come to your mind that this guy is actually good enough to be nominated for that, I'm not going to go there and nominate myself. And then people are not going to vote. Stuff like that. Coming to beg people for the vote. It's not my type. It's not my type of vibe. It's not my type of. I say no. I give credit where it's due. If they don't want to give credit to me, then it's still fine. I'm just gonna keep on pushing what I like. That's why get your groups like Joy Celebration. Joy Celebration took years before they got their first award. They were good. Everyone knew Joy Celebration. There wasn't a person who didn't know Joy Celebration, but they weren't recognized. It took them years for them to win their first award. So if Joy Celebration can take years, I mean, who am I, man? I'm most probably maybe gonna take 30 years or something. I don't care. I'm just gonna keep on singing, man. As long as I'm on stage and I'm singing, that's what's important right now.
Some gospel artists are Free State because maybe kila upo like Commander or nominate Linda.
Tebo, yeah, it's quite obvious. And then
Nominate-
Tebo Moloyumu.
Okay.
One to Tatarona. And then Kirapete Milamu. I don't know if ever you know Kirapete Milamu. He's this producer. Bongi. She's the singing gospel artist. And then Baba Mam. Yo, man. A lot, man. Yo, some of them I can even. Namabitwa ya etsa so man. Ba bokile bogile. Una lo ana bina of man square. Ana parent tsa pastoral so. And then you get your clap and tap group. There's a lot, man. There's a lot. When we lape, you know, I feel like but when it's a competition, they but gospeling they don't care. Now man. But you get on to no recognize bone, you know. But I recognize bone for him na gaya. How come most of the mangola na perform at a hard name, TV? Like some polar, you know. It's that kind of thing. It's like
yeah.
It's that kind of vibe, man. So I've learned also not to take people's names into consideration, man. Why would I do that? Yo, I'm sick and tired, yo. Blind, you know. There's this guy Adulanka neighborhood Esperanza. He's always Esperanza. He's always hyping, you know, other artists. You can't do that. Just keep quiet, man. You can't be, for an example, let's say we go to a VIP section, we sit in there. When that's not my vibe, man. Like I've literally sat with celebrities, but I don't have a single photo with a celebrity. Even on my profile, I don't have a single photo. I don't have a single photo with a celebrity. I have sat with celebrities and actually talk, but I don't have single photo is a celebrity because of I see myself as a celebrity. People might not recognize me or whatever, but once I step on stage, I can promise you after that you are going to recognize me. So that's the whole artist thing, the free state, man. Free state it's all about wanting to climb the ladder and who's the fastest. And unfortunately, this journey is not about speed, man. This journey is not about speed. This journey is about loving what you do, and maybe your house and everything might be about speed, but this side is not about speed, man. It's about how do you minister what you have. Do people understand it or not? You can check your Lebu Schrober. Lebu, I love her so much because of she always brings out the message in the song, no matter what song she sings. She always brings out the message in the song. She's always there, you know. She's there like spiritually. She's not that person to say, I want to be now, what to. She's there.
The reason we talk about tour is because those nominees and there's no young person there. Maybe if Wengile Mucha.
Yeah. But
because when you've been doing this music thing for years now.
Yeah, for a long time, man. Long time. It's just that the recognition, like I said, man, people think your career starts when you become recognized. But they don't know before you were recognized, what were you doing in actual? So you get your Ayanda dance. Yeah, it's Ayanda dance. The one who sings Basuka Basuka. He's young, the dude. He's very young. I think he's 24. If not 23. He's young. But he's already famous. You know. There are a lot of artists that are young. But it also goes by, do people like you or not? You know. If you are liked by certain, famous artists, it's very easy for you to, to go in. They will always, that guy, But one thing I know, people will always suggest your name if they can benefit something from you. If they can't benefit something from you, so if maybe those awards they were to introduce maybe younger people so that we tutor, because the best teacher is experience. Best teacher. So if we tutor and for okay, this is how things are done. I believe if honestly saying, if that was the case whereby younger people were introduced to such things, I don't think we'd be here. I think things would have grown. Yeah, you get to Jajua. It's the same as other senior competitions. A person is a large judge out to 1994. Sala ile judge. Mutwa bato judge ka 2022. Dog, you have got to be kidding me. Everything changed.
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me that person, Anna Jajaga 94, is still gonna be able to judge now? Everything is different, dog. The feelings, everything. We no longer experiencing the same things. Things are growing, man. We're getting exposed to different things. The way parents used to talk to their children in 94, that they no longer talk to their children the same way now. So it should also, like, you want to, man, like, things have changed. How can change the judge? You have to change judges, dog. No matter now, you have to change because of that person who's gonna judge you based on mentality, and you obviously gonna lose because of your mentality. It's now. It's 2022, man. You no longer living 2010 World Cup. Old Bafana shirts when it was still Adidas. No, Bafana now it's Puma. It's like Puma. No, I say it's like Adidas. You understand? Everything is moving. But if we're gonna dog. And I feel like people have faith in age. They don't have faith in people. They have faith in age. That's why for an example, Bobo Soli. But what hira how Soli bo 30 mama. 20 mama. I know he's too young. What do you know about too young? You can get that person that's too young has more maturity than the person at 30. That's why some people fell for certain jobs because of batla spy. I don't take it a year, man. So if people started introducing Bacha, everything's gonna be free. I'm not dog. We're gonna get jobs, man.
My need the other.
Yeah.
Ndo. Nizugwa unto. Or registered to somewhere to Risa.
Risa, yes.
Okay.
Risa, yes. But I haven't went to Sambro, man. I haven't had an opportunity to register Sambro. Since the COVID started, man, a lot of things said difficult, you know. You know, get there, it's about to register online, you know, it's a lot of things, man. So I haven't get the opportunity yet. But the distributor killing Katasayona DistroKid is registered. So automatically the music is registered. Because there's no way the music can go to streaming platforms. The distributor is not registered.
Yeah.
So automatically everything is registered. Yeah.
Yakubuza jina because kalotwana nto wasubmita submitting out to the local radio stations.
No, I haven't.
Okay.
I haven't submitted because of they're not gonna use it. I know. It's a matter of when you beg. That's how people are. When you beg, you have to wait for people to beg you first. 20 now I'm expecting that time whereby radio unexpected it's a fair like out of the blue for radio okay ne sharp isn't that in your radio hey guys music music I understand man people but how about they start becoming arrogant, you know. So I'm not gonna do that, man. So body radio station, and either way, man, radio. Let's just be realistic about it.
Well, majority of South Africans,
I don't wanna lie to you. Show me one youth. Mutolo udula radio like literally the whole day. Because obviously you have to wait for your slot for a catch up. My song it papala kadisonta because it's gospel. Papala kadisonta habo lady, you know, those that kind of vibe. You have to wait for that. So who's gonna wait the whole day? I do the radio up. I'm a mate of radio. Radio is still the same as the bigger dog. Okay, for that was while later. No man, it doesn't mean had papala radio I'm gonna get recognized. It doesn't mean that they can kiddy some more dibapalwe. What then? It's not like but radio but sponsor. So a sponsor no man. Some things that you wanna do useless, honestly say. Yes, there are people for the radio, but I have nothing against the radio, but honestly saying it's not for me. It's not for me. I personally believe in visual. I think everything should be visual right now. There's no time for the CD. Now I'm going straight, dog. Yeah, for the live show. I'm just gonna budget for that once. Even if it takes me a year for live show. Live show, people should experience things. Visual. The best advertisement is word of mouth. I'm trying to for show next year I have a feed. You know that whole kind of vibe. Yeah, that's how like the best advertisement goes around. It's because we back home. What event is we back home. When it started, sharp is started, and then a lot of people are not hyping it. But when about it, I'll hype for a killer event. Do the camp chair and everything, you know. That's when people are like, I know. People started going. So the best advertisement is word of mouth, man. I want to read you. I read you.
Yeah. Before I forget, what the wake up company Mudim.
I have this. Damn it! I have these two friends, ne? Tamachi.
Oh, okay.
So the one by ile lefehlo ke dingaka.
Oh, okay.
I'm not. I respect friendship more than tradition or more than you'd say body unity blah blah and stuff like that. Despite me being a Christian, you know, and another person would say that man, like I understand. They are my friends. At the end of the day, these people are my friends. This song was a tribute to them. The whole journey that they went through. Sometimes, when these people tell you, sitting down, you wouldn't believe what people go through. It's their beliefs. I don't judge people based on their beliefs. And I never try to force them to come to my side.
Yeah.
We are friends. Believe it's a one. There's no way you got to tell for hey, it's a book me tell it to you tell about and stuff like that. No, don't tell me that. I always tell them that I have my own beliefs. When I believe it's how I can. You solve the way you solve and getting, then I get you solve the way. So me, having to record that song, it was for them. I was like, okay, sharp. My friends, I care a lot about them. And then man, if I record a pina, a tribute basically. Yeah. And then there was a song in Hindi, and I was like, no man. It was, honestly saying, it was good. But and then I was like, that one is fine. And then I just went for that one. I was like, I need to fair. I was like, no. So I just went for that one. So that song was a tribute to Sanda and Nzaka.
And that was?
Yeah, that was. Yeah.
So when they heard the song, busy?
No, man, they were like shocked. They were stuff like they were shocked of it because of there's an allulating voice there. That voice got it was I was there. I was like sharp. Like no man, remember the time I don't know when everything was like I was like recording. So yeah, man, they were like thankful. I don't wanna lie, they were like thankful. When a song is about you keep on playing the song. So for a while, man, they kept on playing the song, stuff like that. So sometimes they do talk about it for him and that song, man. Like in hopes are all, and I was like, at least you have something, You're looking like keep a fra. Song and I'm fit, I've done my songs. Hey man, my songs are based on situations, dog. My songs are not based on the idea or whatever. They're based on situations. Once I get myself in this situation and be good for okay sharp, this hit me hard. Get a pin. I get a studio. That's what I do. That's what I'm good at. I express myself through songs. So the situation is a fit unfair, man. Sometimes when you're hurting, but I don't want to at the end of the day be cliche. End up again sound like a broken record. A lot of people are making songs about love, hurt. Being hurt, situations like that. No, man. That's why I base everything on gospel. I know at the end of the day, God is gonna help us. But question that Sansiri put on, what are we doing to help God? Because it's not a one-way street; it's a two-way street. People are always, God, please help us. Those songs, God, please help us, and stuff like that. Yes, it's fine. But as anyone ever like a pinore, God, we want to help you. How can we help you? You understand? Like ask necessary questions, dog. Like people are always. That's why sometimes I feel like God is tired, man. People never get an opportunity to just say thank you to God. Just I'm not. Thank you, God. I just woke up. I can breathe. There's a person who doesn't have legs. Just say thank you, God, that I can walk on my own. There's a person who can see. There's a person who can't even sing. Just say, thank you, God, for that. It's enough for him. But always, people are always asking, man. When I'm tired of it, I feel like people are always begging, man. Instead of like, go to him and say thank you, man. Yeah.
Okay. Before we finish, what with we add something into so what's on you now? Or when I go
No, man. Now, no. Honestly saying, I think I've touched on everything that has to do with me, and I've touched on everything that has to do with my career from the beginning. I've maybe given people light on where I'm trying to go and where I come from. So, from the beginning of everything, man, to each and every person who has supported me and who has been there. You know, I just wanna say thank you. And I might not be able to, you know, reach out to each and every person. And there are also other people who, you know, listen to my songs. I don't even know them, dog. Other people, but I just wanna say thank you, man. I'm not big yet, but I'm still getting there. And one day I'm gonna, you know, reach that milestone. And yeah, man, I just wanna say thank you for the support, and above all the thanks goes to God, man, for giving me the courage and for giving me the wisdom. It's not easy, but man, I just want to say thank you, man. I know He's gonna continue giving me strength. I know He's gonna continue giving me strength, and in somebody EP, jalo jalo and stuff like that. You know, gospel music is about ministering to God. Yeah, man, and I just want to say thanks to Him, and I'll keep on doing what I keep on doing, man. Who likes what I do, just keep on liking, man. There's no other way. But at the end of the day, just keep on remembering it's not about me, it's about Him. It's not about me. I'm just a vessel. I'm just being used to that. You have to minister this unto the people, and it's not everyone who's gonna listen. That one I know, it's not everyone. But for those who are listening, I just want to say thank you, man.
That was Boo. Mfo'Ka.
Yeah, Mfo'Ka Nzaka, man.
Yeah, Nzaka. Wait.
I don't know how people miss.
Umuntu
yeah,
okay, because
okay, man,
yeah.
Nzaka is
Nzaka, okay.
Yeah, it means the greatest, by the way.
Nzaka. Yeah.
So Nzaka. Yeah, I also, although I'm a Xhosa who grew up in Bloemfontein. Yeah. Yo, dog, yeah. As a mixer.
Yeah. Wait.
Everything that has to do with language.
So, were you born here in Bloemfontein?
No, I was born in Tabancho.
Okay.
I was born in Tabancho, and then school-wise, I started my grade 2 in Bloemfontein, because my grade 1 I did it in Tabancho.
Okay.
My grade 2 I did it in Bloemfontein, Roseview Primary School.
Yeah.
That's what I did. So everything of mine is Bloemfontein-wise. Yeah, but family-wise, man, I'd say history-wise, my family from Jozi, because of my grandfather's father is from there. So that's when my grandfather and his mom moved to Tabancho. So yeah,
okay.
That's why.
Studio Sessions Season 3 episode. That was Mfo'Ka Nzaka.
Yeah.
Nzaka. Mfo'Ka Nzaka.
Yeah.
Hey, now he's boo not out. He's boo.
Yeah, it's boo, man. Now kopana na ka boo fela ya. Ke shame. I don't know why. It's my name after all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sharp, man.
Yeah, man.
NIR Media, the future of entertainment.